Yo, what's going on, guys? So today what we're gonna do is we're working a tough neck. Now right here we have a lot of tension up here, pulling on the suboccipital protuberance of the skull. And as I pull up here, you can kind of see a little bit of pull from the basically like where the masseter and all of the tension in the jaw is coming from. They can cause some mandibular joint disorder right here from tension. And also we have just a bunch of tension right here in this neck. But this is the primary area that we're going to be focusing on. This might be a little bit of a quick video. We're going to go in with a 10 unit. And we're just going to go ahead and relax the area. And what this is shooting a high frequency vibration into the tissue to go ahead and try to get that parasympathetic or the relaxation of the muscle. In other words, this is an easy way to put it. Working in a little bit of circular motion right here, just to try to get it to relax properly. Now I'm going to pull back again, and I see the fascia just a little bit less. See right there, I can see the line right here of tension. And so now I'm going to be going in like this. And all that will cause a lot of neck issues and tension, not only on the neck, the jaw, even the epicranial aponeurosis, which is basically like the fascia sheath and like on the scalp itself. Right there. Sometimes it relaxes quick, sometimes it doesn't. So then right here, we're going to go in, 2, 3. It's going to be putting pressure on all up here on the trapezius. As you can see when I'm moving through it, you can see how the tissue reacts. You may notice that pull there, and that is where a lot of this main issue is occurring. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. I've applied heat, I've scraped. Now I'm just gonna go in with my hands, because I feel like my hands can just detail a little bit better for this particular issue, better than anything else can. Sometimes going back to just the regular old work that I do can be a little bit more better than the tools. It just, everything is like always what's going to be most effective for the client, right? I'm not trying to just use a tool all the time, but if that's what's going to help the situation with time constraints, that's usually what I do, which it did help, but now it's kind of like I got to feel it, palpate, make a decision on what we should do next. I feel like there's like almost like a ball I'm trying to figure out where it's at. And it feels like it's right in here. Where is it at? Right there. That's where I need to go. And I can see how it pulls to the suboccipital. So we're going to go right here. We're going to put pressure. And it's such an interesting tension. It's just pulls and right there. That's when I can kind of see that. Trace it all the way down. I feel like I need to put an elbow on this right here. So here we go. We're going to get the elbow right there. Put pressure. Light. Not very deep. Slowly work. Right there. Do a hold. Trace up through the neck. Right there on the neck, same area. As I feel trigger points, I just like let them do what they're gonna do. I'm only gonna put a little bit of pressure, and then I'm just gonna allow it to release, to move, to do whatever it needs to do. It'll kind of just move my elbow for me. There we go. Let's check back down here and see how it's doing. Looks a lot better. Let's see if we find anything else over here. I can feel something a little bit more deeper now, but it feels like it's on the back more than it is. On this front portion now, which is really, really good. That's what we want. Now, even though I don't feel the ball here anymore, I definitely feel one right here. And it's weird because it's like we just like alleviated this one by pressing over here, and then now we can feel right there how that's just like. And this is like, if you don't get rid of these kind of tensions right here in the neck, they usually cause a lot of tension, and she might even feel it actually when I'm pushing in a little bit towards the head, around the head, and the epicranial aponeurosis, which is pretty normal. 1, 2, 3. 2. And forgive the Houston traffic in the back, but it's courtesy of traveling. So there we go. Beautiful. Now, again, I'm going to fill in right here. Check to see if I feel that ball. I feel tension, but not the ball. So the tension, I'm going to put pressure over here, and we're just going to glide through. Pressure, same holding the same pressure right here on the suboccipital, and just gliding through. Gliding through. Gliding through right there. So while that feels pretty good, I'm gonna just check the scalp real quick just to see how it's doing. There's a little bit of tension in there. quite a bit over here on the temporalis. Good. All right. Judging by this area and how it feels, I'm actually going to avoid cupping today, just because it kind of feels like it's already kind of relaxed. And there is still a little bit of tension right here, but it doesn't really feel like it needs the extra cupping. So it feels like it just needs to rest at this point. But overall, that's how this little like tension that we just found everywhere got relaxed in a matter of about 10 minutes. So there you go. If you guys haven't already, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And I'm John of Greater Therapeutics. We'll catch you on the next one.